All right, we're back. Here we go. The movement you probably don't want to see, but we have to do it. So this is going to be called the overhead squat. Overhead squat, we're still going to have this nice wide grip. So when you grab your bar, get that nice wide grip and overhead position. From here, we're going to put the bar overhead. Think about like that snatch or the hang power snatch that we've worked on. Get that bar, jump it up over your head. Some things that I want you to be aware of as you're standing tall. Hip is this way, ribs are down nice and tight. I want this bar right down exactly down the middle of his body. And so I want to be careful of letting this thing come too far back or too far in front. So we go right in the middle, called the frontal plane, actively pressing up the bar. He'll turn profile for you. Right here we have his elbows pointing down to the ground. Notice how I rotated him a little bit to let them sink. This will allow the shoulders to sink right back in here, the shoulder blades to come right back to help support that load. Cool. From this position, we're going to be always actively pressing on that bar. He's going to turn profile one more time. To initiate this squat, we're going to see this hip come back and down. Bar stays in the middle of the body, actively pressing. He'll pull back on that bar just a little bit. There we go. And then stands all the way up. We'll do one more for giggles. Hold that bottom position. Notice the full range of motion that he's getting, where this hip is below the top of the knee if he stands back up. If we start having a lot of pain or issues with that shoulder, what I want you guys to do is just find that distance. Hold on one sec. We'll find that distance how low you can squat before we start letting the bar either drift too far forward, or you'll notice his chest dumping forward, and we'll have this like inclination of the torso, which isn't good. So he'll come back, send his hips back and down. I want him to just go stop. I want to fight for that good position. If he starts letting the shoulders, the chest come forward to where the bar's forward, we'll just hold that position, especially with any amount of load, and we'll come and stand up. And then what we'll do is we'll continually work to get lower and lower, keeping this solid active overhead position. Alternatives to this as well. Go ahead and go back to the hang position. Face the camera. Sometimes we can help those shoulders being tight and keeping that bar overhead. We can go a little bit wider grip, like that will help us out sometimes. Again, I want you to be careful with too much heavy load, because if you throw that thing up, the structures, the bones are not supporting as much, and there's a lot more load here on the shoulders because we're a lot wider. So you can see that the forces, how they're going to be coming down this way. Instead, if he goes into that narrow grip, back to a normal narrow grip, we start losing this a little bit to where the torso supports that load. So we'll try and find that happy grip to allow that bar and those shoulders to stay active. All right, happy squatting, guys. Have fun.